going to introduce someone who does not need introduction. Let's start with that. Rachel Shwartz herself. Rachel is a Kabbalistic astrologer. The insights that she can read by just being with you and looking at your chart are priceless. I have been receiving astrology reading for probably 14 years by now, and I save each one of them, and I can go back and listen to something she said 10 years ago, and I was like, how come I didn't hear it? I hear it now. I did not hear it. So there are so many layers and depth of information you can receive by working with Rachel, by receiving a Kabbalistic astrology reading from Rachel. It's beyond a gift. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for that beautiful platform that you created. And you know, I mean, I have to say that you're an amazing person, and I'm so happy that people get to see everything that you are and everything that you do, because you're a person that, from what I know and from how I see you all the time, you always do good things for people. Hi, Mikki.
I brought you because we're talking about this platform. You gotta be here, girl.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for making it. And I think that regardless of what's happening outside right now with the virus and everything, it's an opportunity for all of us to start, consuming more positive materials, more positive knowledge, because to be negative, we can all be negative all the time. This is an easy thing. It's very easy to see what's not good, what's even in relationships, by the way, much easier to see what's not good with the partner, what's not good with the friend, right? So you're doing an amazing thing with awakening a lot of positivity. I love
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you so much. And hi, everybody. I know some of you had some difficulty in understanding how to log in, but I really hope that even if you weren't able to, you're watching it now in the, when it's going to be repeated, but now we're live. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the whole concept of happiness and astrology. How can we genuinely and truly be happy? Happiness is something that we all want to have, but many times we don't know how to achieve it. And one of the things that is very important in order for us to even achieve our happiness is to understand what is my personal purpose in life. Because it could be that I'll be very successful at business or have a great family. But from the perspective of my purpose in this world, my purpose is to do something additional. And I don't understand why all my life I walk with that sense of something is not all the way. Something is not completely fulfilling me. How do I achieve happiness? First, we have to understand that happiness is a result. Happiness is not something that some people have it. Yeah, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not. What can you do? Happiness is something that if we understand our true purpose in life, we understand how to reach that purpose, and we do strides to get there, we're going to get the result of happiness. So the important thing is to understand myself in a very deep way in order for me to understand what makes me happy. And you know that what I do is Kabbalistic astrology. Kabbalistic astrology is not about, let's say what it is about instead of what it's not about. Kabbalistic astrology is about understanding the journey of my soul in past lives and where I'm headed in this lifetime. What is the direction I need to head to. And my happiness will come when I'm aware of that direction and when I do what I need to do to achieve it. So the first ability, or the first way to create happiness in our lives, is by understanding our purpose. Every sign astrologically has a purpose. If you came under a certain sign of the zodiac, it means specifically that you have a purpose that is related to the sign that you came with. So if my happiness is related to achieving my purpose, actually, that is going to be my success. A success story, spiritually, astrologically, and even in the regular physical world, will be when a person knows what they're meant to do and they work to achieve it. And now it's a work in progress. It doesn't mean that I'm going to fix and achieve everything in one day, because even if I achieve what I need to achieve, there's always a next level to how I can achieve it. But when I understand what is my higher purpose in the world, no matter what I do, I'm going to be able to achieve it. And I'll give you examples based on the signs. Aries, which is what's happening right now, and it's the first sign of the zodiac, their drive is for success, like all the fire signs you ever know. Aries want to be the best. They want to be number one. For them, success, many times, is actually not what they really think. Aries think that in order for me to be successful, I need to be the best in what I do, to be the first, in the line, and maybe leave some dust for people behind me. But what Aries really need to do, from the perspective of the purpose, so they can really feel that happiness, it's about empowering others to be the best, empowering others to express their talents, empowering others to feel hope and happiness. If an Aries focuses on their success from the place of competition, it's gonna happen. They're gonna be successful the way it looks, but not the way it feels inside. The Aries actually will be sad when their focus is them. But when their focus is empowering other means to see the good in other people and help them bring it out. And even in our times now, Aries says, you're the people who need to make everybody else happy, everybody else positive. So find a positive in the situation and create that. 1 second, I'm hearing that there's an issue with the link, so let me just have Julia. Julia, are you there?
I am here, and I'm posting. I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna post the link right now again. No worries. I'm gonna do.
Somebody texted me that it's not working, so I wanted to make sure it is. Okay, I'll continue. What is the happiness of Taurus? You know that Taurus is a sign that loves to be comfortable. They love it. They want to be comfortable. They want to have like a beautiful home and nice food, and everything that has to do with the physical world has to be very comfortable, very safe, and always very beautiful. So listen, if you're a Taurus, it's not a problem. Make sure that your place is beautiful. Make sure that you have arts and you have music. But as a Taurus, to be really successful, to connect to the true happiness and the true potential of the sign, there are two major things that you need to do. One is to understand that if I chase comfort all my life, I'm never going to feel comfortable. It's always going to be either annoying, the clothes are not going to sit right, the chair is not going to be comfortable, I'm not going to sleep well, I'm not going to eat well. I'm always going to feel discomfort. But the first way for the Taurus to be happy is don't look for comfortability. Go out of your comfort zone. Which means if there's a situation that I'm thinking, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be so comfortable for me, go for it. In our times, when we're all home and with our family, the Taurus is about nurturing the family and others. And Tauruses, according to Kabbalistic Astrology, are nurturers. They're here to nurture people and heal them. Healing can be done physically to your family if you're home, but Tauruses can heal in all kinds of ways. It can be literally to talk to people and help them vent or help them communicate whatever bothers them. It's about finding the understanding that by who I am, by default, I'm a healer, which means that even if I talk to someone, I'm going to heal them. Even if I just understand in my consciousness that it's an opportunity for me to practice my healing energy, it's going to happen. The same as the Aries, by the way. The Aries, if they want to empower somebody and make people happy, it's their default. We just have to have in our consciousness the understanding that I'm giving my gift. I'm giving what is for me, my purpose, and eventually it's what my success is really about. Success that, as we said, success is when we have a goal, we have a purpose, we understand that purpose, and we do strides to achieve that purpose. Okay? So for the Taurus, it's healing of others. And on the personal side, to go out of the comfort zone. All right, next sign is Gemini. Geminis are the master communicators. And Geminis in those days, it's very hard for them to be stranded in a house because they like to be in movement. They like to be in motions. They don't like to feel stuck in any ways. I saw today somebody on Facebook that posted something I thought could be very perfect for the Gemini. Don't think I'm stuck in the house. If we think we're stuck, we're going to feel stuck. But if I say, okay, as a Gemini, my work is entertainment. My work is to bring wisdom and knowledge. So maybe if you're a Gemini, look for the good news. Look for the optimistic things that are online. And because Geminis are here to entertain and bring knowledge, focus on how can I bring knowledge to people that is going to make them happy. And yes, even those funny things, it's good to share. It's good to be entertaining, to speak. And Geminis, do not neglect your house. Do not procrastinate things. It's a good time to go for the things that you've been pushing for too long. Cancer. Cancers are very, very sensitive and family-oriented people. So most Cancers, actually, it's a no sweat situation for them. They're like, oh, staying home, I got it. They don't mind it. They like to be home. They like to cook. They like to nurture. And really for the Cancer, That's one of their happiest places, when they give others from a place of love and nurturing. So it's a great time to nurture your family. If you're a Cancer and you're home alone and you're still, let's say, single, and you live in a place that you don't have people around you, how would you connect to that? How would you help? Cancers are great listeners, and there are people that can help you process your emotions and understand what's going on with you. So a success for the Cancer, if it's outside of their own nurturing of the house, it's to help others, not to be busy with how I feel and what's going on with my emotions, but actually to project it outside, to look for an opportunity to listen to other people, to listen to them, to give good advice, to just sometimes listen. Sometimes people really just want you to listen. It's not easy for Leos to do that, right? Which is the next sign. But Cancers are pretty great with that. They can listen just with an open heart, and look for the people that they need that. And for the Cancer, that's what's going to give you real happiness. If you're focused too much about your emotions, you're going to be ruled by the moon sometimes is full. This week we're going to have a new moon. It's going to be very empty. But if the Cancer wants to feel that fulfillment, they need to know that they're the generator. They're the ones that can give people happiness, care, listening, being there for other people. The next is Leo, and Leo is a sign that basically wants a lot of love from everybody. They can give love too, but their need is a lot of attention. They a lot of times feel that the way that they're gonna be happy is the more people look at me, admire me, give me attention, the better it is. So what do you think will be a great success for the Leo now, generally, but especially nowadays, to be in a place of actually serving others? The Leo's best place to be is when, instead of thinking, how do I get attention to me? They'll look for giving attention to others. How things are going to be done for me? They're going to take care of everybody in the house. They're going to do for everyone. That's the happiest place of the Leo, when they actually focus on what they want to receive. They're going to give it to other people. The next sign is Virgo. And Virgo is a sign that has a lot of detail orientation. So when they're home, they are cleaning, they are organizing, and I'm sure it makes them very happy, and it's a good thing to do that. But it's also a time Virgos can be a little bit too introverted and a little bit even like hermits. They can be detached, they can do their own thing. And in a lot of ways, Virgos can even like it, like some of the other signs, that actually it's nice. I don't look to be again so much on the outside, right? So the Virgo's first thing to create happiness is to actually awaken communication and relationships. Of course, phone, Zoom, whatever way you want to create communication and contact with people. The second thing is not to judge, not to judge myself, not to overthink. The Virgo's compassion needs to be awakened for the Virgo to feel true happiness. A Virgo that is genuinely creating compassion. How do we create compassion? Well, why don't we have compassion? Many times when somebody is in a place that they see what people are doing wrong, or in other words, judging, what happens many times is that we can't be compassionate because we decide why the person did or didn't do something. Oh yeah, they don't care. Oh yeah, they're stupid. Virgos many times will think that people are stupid. What's going on? Right? But really, the work of the Virgo is to learn to say, I don't know the whole picture. I don't know. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to everybody around me. The benefit of the doubt to my family and to the people that I see in the street walking without the face mask. I don't know why they do that. I can offer them a face mask, but I don't want to create judgment on others, because the judgment for the Virgo eventually makes them feel judged. It's a spiritual thing, and then makes them unhappy. So for Virgos to be happy, don't judge others, and for sure, not yourself. We're all perfect and we're not all not perfect, right? Our imperfection is exactly the way we need to be. So it's for everybody, but Virgos nowadays, whenever the judgment comes, just say, I refuse to judge. I refuse. It's not my job to judge this person. Not my job. My job is compassion. Libras are the considerate, always wonder what's the other side like, very, very about balancing everything. But you know who is the sign that is the least balanced of the zodiac? You guessed right, it's Libra, because when somebody chases something, anything, if it's balance, if it's comfortability, what happens is that we're never going to feel that we achieve it, because we can never chase, like in that case, balance. If I just want, I just want everything to be nice and balanced and fair. But how do I decide what's fair? And how do I know what it means right now? So I did, and now they need to do. Okay, so now it's balanced. If I constantly try to balance things, I'm always going to feel like that. The work of the Libra is to accept the understanding that things are not going to always be fair in my eyes, or just, or balanced in how much I give, how much I receive. Many, many times when the Libras focus on that, they will really always be between two different energies. But the work is to say, you know what? It's not about balance. It's not about that. The balance will come. Like for the Aries to be number one will come. And for the Taurus, the comfort will come. And for the Gemini, the wisdom and the knowledge will come. And for the Cancer, the safety will come. And for the Leo, the respect is going to come. And for the Virgo, the perfection is going to come. Everything is going to come. But not when we chase that thing. When we work on going against our nature, which is for the Libra to always try to figure out all that. No, I'm going to do what feels right. It doesn't matter if I didn't do anything for 3 hours and my partner did everything. If it feels right now that it's okay for me to not do, it's okay. And vice versa. If I do all day long, I'm not going to look always to keep things in the right balance. I'm going to go beyond that. I'm going to feel what's the right thing to do, regardless of the balance situation. Scorpios are very, very intense people. And for them, one of the things that will always make them super, super happy is to understand that even though I'm looking for control and I'm looking for always like not predicting, but controlling what's the outcome that is going to be. If we understand the depth of the Scorpio, we'll understand that it actually all comes from a place of fear. It's a fear of being neglected. It's a fear of not receiving my needs. Whoever is a Scorpio, strong Scorpio, will know what I'm talking about. So the work of the Scorpio in general times, to be happy, I'm not controlling. I'm letting go of control. And you know what? In our time, the same thing exactly. Things are happening. Look, we all see there's very little that we can control, especially when it comes to others. Even as ourselves, it's hard. But nowadays, the opportunity that the Scorpio has to truly connect to happiness is by saying, I'm gonna go with the flow. But the Scorpio what do you mean? I cannot not control what's going on. What if something is gonna happen? What if I don't receive what I need? I always receive what I need. That's the answer. And that's the answer that is gonna make any Scorpio happy. I always have what I need. And you know what? We all do, even if we're not a Scorpio. We always receive what we need. And there's an abundance that is for everybody. The consciousness of abundance, or the fact that we don't need to fight for things. We don't need to. The consciousness of abundance now is very hard to reach to some of us because it's a rough time. But if we understand that the universe gives us exactly what we need at every given time, that's the real let go. And that's the place that we let go of control. Sagittariuses are naturally happy people, so we don't need to talk about them. Now, I'm joking, of course. Everybody can get sometimes angry, especially the Sagittariuses when they get into a drama of anger. But Sagittariuses are very, very wise people. They're very they're loners many times. So it's a time, again, some signs are just like, whatever, I'm good. And Sagittarius is one of them. They're fine by themselves, but they definitely can feel a little claustrophobic in times like that, because not to leave the house for Sagittarius can be, like very, very hard. Sagittarius is, in order for them to truly be happy, they need to genuinely find a way to see the other person's side, another person's side of situation. So any communication of Sagittarius are very wise. They're super wise. They're people that can give you such a great, honest advice. Of course, Sagittarius is said with sensitivity, but the work of the Sagittarius is to bring wisdom to the world. So if you or yours or somebody you know is a Sagittarius, first encourage them, or you encourage yourself to do more communication, but in a sensitive way, all right? In a way that really puts the other person's needs and personality in the equation. The other thing is that because Sagittarius are optimistic, their job is to bring that vibe of optimism to other people, of wisdom to other people. So find opportunities while you communicate, to communicate optimistically, to show how things are going to be okay, not going to be okay, they're already okay. They're exactly what they need to be. Okay, so as a Sagittarius, pay attention to the sensitivity of your communication, but do communicate. Sometimes Sagittarius is like, oh, well, whatever. If you're too sensitive, I'm not going to say anything. No, I'm too sensitive. Still say, but in the right way. Capricorn. I hope all of you Capricorns have either a drugstore or a supermarket, because you want to feel that your business is running as usual, because it's a very scary time can be for a Capricorn that doesn't know where they're headed, right? Because Capricorns are very driven by goals. You know, it's like the mountain goat that goes up to the top of the mountain. But Capricorns at this time can feel very hard that they have to be home and not work somewhere. So the first thing that the Capricorn needs to do nowadays is like accept and enjoy, nurture. It's maybe not the natural inclination for the Capricorn to give you like now cooking the whole day and 7-course meal, but any opportunity to nurture. Another thing that will make the Capricorns happy is it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express that you're a little weak. It's okay to express that you're scared. Capricorns always want to look like everything is under control, and no, I'm good. I'm the one who takes care of everybody else here. I'm fine. But really, the opportunity of the Capricorn now is actually to show that, yeah, it's a little scary, it's a little hard for me, I'm a little worried, or whatever it is, to open up that mask that is a beautiful, strong mask of the Capricorn, take it off and say, well, actually, believe it or not, the show of vulnerability and the nurturing will give the Capricorn the true happiness that they're looking for. Not necessarily that success that they're running for, but actually those things. Aquariuses are so idealistic. Everybody has to behave in a certain way, care for the world, care for everybody, big picture, worldliness. Aquariuses are brilliant people. But many times, they don't really understand what's their essence of desire. They have an idea. They want to fix the world. They want to change it. Yeah, but how? How are you planning to do that? What is your desire? Aquarius says now it's the time to understand that if you want to feel a real fulfillment, first understand what you want. Now, when Aquariuses are home now, they start saying a lot about their reality, because Aquariuses tend to idealize people, situations. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, this person is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. It exactly fits the movie that I wanted to be in. And then when they get married, they're like, oh, who is that person? It's not at all what I thought. Because Aquariuses are so conceptual or so idealistic that they don't really see who the person is. And to see the person doesn't mean that now we're going to judge them. Because, oh, really? They don't care about that, so I'm not going to care about them. Or they're not the person I thought they are. No, the work of the Aquarius is actually to understand that to think big is great. But if you don't know who the person that is in front of you, you can never feel that complete happiness. And the happiness of the Aquarius comes from intimacy, emotional intimacy, really knowing the person that is in front of me, not what I made out of them or not what I think they should be. It's not from judgment like the Virgo of like, it's from a place of idealizing of how things should be, the perfect, the beautiful reality. But then the Aquariuses won't connect to the real intimate energy. All right, so happiness for the Aquarius will come from that. And also, I can do it I can do it. I don't need anybody to do for me, to help me, to support me. I know what I want. And when an Aquarius connects to their desire and goes for it, there's happiness pouring from all over the place. Okay. The last sign of the zodiac is Pisces. And Pisces is the most dreamy, sensitive. They don't always know how to deal with pain necessarily. And right now we're dealing, probably if you have a Pisces in your life, they're probably dealing with some fears, and even more than just some fears. Pisces can tend to escapism in difficult times. So pay attention to people that are Pisces in your life and what's happening with them. Are they in control, or a little bit not in control there? What's going on with their escapism department? But for the Pisces, in order for them to truly be happy, I'll tell you something very interesting. Pisces believe that in order for them to truly be happy, listen all the way, it's what they believe in. It doesn't mean that that's what it is. In order for them to truly be happy, they have to be the sacrificer, the martyr. Now, Capricorns also believe in sacrifice and martyrship, but it's from a different place. It's more from a place of, look at me, I suffer. Pisces believe genuinely that if they really want to be connected to the Creator, they need to sacrifice everything. And what happens is that belief creates a lot of victim situations for the Pisces, right? So the work of the Pisces is first to understand that sacrifice ego, of course, but sacrifice happiness, no. You learn what makes you happy and you don't sacrifice it. If for you, Pisces are very nurturing to animals or little children, if that's what makes you happy, and let's say your partner doesn't let that you have a dog or whatever the situation is, find ways to make yourself nurture. Find opportunities. Don't just, that's what it is. What can I do? That some signs just tend to be more passive with their reactions. Pisces, like Libra, like Cancer, right? Sometimes they're like, no, what can I do? That's what it is. This is not the time for that. Generally, it's not a good thing to do. But now that we have so much time to reflect, to check ourselves, to see who we are, it's such a powerful time to understand who we are, to see how we react to scary things outside. And by the way, even the understanding that there's not too much that I can do about outside. There's not too much. Outside, there's nature, there's the politicians, and there's God. But what I can influence is my inside. That's why we're all inside, because this is the way that the universe is telling us. That's the only thing right now that you can control. How are you on the inside? How do you really create happiness in your life? So if you're a Pisces, don't escape. Oh, it's scary, I'm going to go drink. I mean, I don't want to judge anybody, but that's not what's going to make the Pisces happy. What's going to make the Pisces happy is to say, wait, where is my happiness coming from? And also, where am I maybe exaggerating my emotions? Maybe I'm taking it to an extreme place of pain when really the pain has one purpose. When somebody has a physical pain in the tooth, okay, it shows that there's an issue there. There's something going on there. So if I sit and I think, oh, it's so the pain and it's so, I miss the whole purpose. The pain is just here to tell me, check what's going on in your tooth. The same for the Pisces. The pain is there to show something is not working. For all of us, by the way. Every person that has water signs or, people deal with pain. If we understand that in order for me to truly be happy, I'm not erasing pain. People who don't have physical pain, they can die from not feeling. We need to feel. It's there as an indicator. It's there to tell us something, and then we take it to action. It's about action. Also for Aquarius, by the way, action. And for all of us, it's a time for action. As much as that stranding situation for some people, I know I speak with a lot of people that say, I actually like it. I want to say something quickly about it, because sometimes people say, oh, no, the corona is teaching us, the corona is giving us, the corona, thank you, corona. Now, I don't know if I'm going to thank the corona. It's the same as with pain. It's there to show us. But we don't need to constantly be in pain to remember that we need to take care of ourselves. We don't need the corona. The corona was there to give us, a wake up. And now, what am I changing? What am I working on? What is the pain trying to tell me? And we don't need that anymore. If we constantly say, oh, without the corona, it's almost like we give energy to something that we don't really need. We needed that ding, 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 and that's it. Now, the work is to stay in the headspace of spiritual growth, of always questioning, of knowing what's really important in my life. Many people tell me, you know what? Now I really understand what's important, because until now, I was focused so much on the wrong things, or on things that weren't as important as I know now that things are, right? So we take the conclusions, we take the lessons, and we say goodbye to corona. We don't need you to teach us. We learned, and we're going to learn on our own and independently. I don't see Julia. Julia, are you there?
I'm there. Here, actually. I just stepped away constantly to get water because I was just fascinated. I couldn't stop watching. Oh my God. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, let's see like the depth of information like that. I'm going to bring Mikki in because we're just going to celebrate this together. Mikki here with us. Mike. So, Rachel, it was amazing. It was like it was deep and wide at the same time. It's an amazing dive into like what are we looking at and what are we dealing with and how do we relate to each other. I think like the most beautiful thing about understanding astrology, how do you relate to people? It's not only you dating another person, not like I know that's his weakness, I'm going to push the button, I'm going to do that and that. It's really about like being able to relate to people and contrary, like, I know this is a weakness, let me make the person more strong that way because I can take it myself. He doesn't have to, or she doesn't have to, because it's not their thing. Or understanding questions and communication, and then business. It's so important in the business world to understand how to choose your employees and what role people need to play so that the company, the project is successful. We don't need me to say that. It's just like my emotions are pouring out. So Yeah.
It's true. And the point is really that with astrology, you don't want to use it for judgment of people. You want to use it to understand people. You want to use it to understand where they come from. So even if somebody looks like, let's say someone is a Sagittarius and they look to you like they don't really care, or they don't like do too many years of sweetness, so you're going to say, oh, it's a Sagittarius, I shouldn't take it personally, so it helps so much to manage yourself when you learn astrology. But it's very important to know your own chart too. It's very important to understand who you are on the soul level, what you were in previous lives, how you came to this world, because we can be a Libra or Scorpio, but really we come from a whole different energy in a past life. So we are all, some people will say, oh, I feel that I have some of the things you said, because we all have more on side. So for us to understand ourselves and understand how to go in the right direction is really a key for happiness.
Exactly. I love that. And especially, guys, now when we are some families are, I'm not sure what the sound is going to be. Some families have a lot of members in the same place right now that they used to never have, and spending so much time together. So right now it's more than ever relevant to understand that, like, for example, I'm Libra, but I also have Virgo, and Virgo wants to make everything perfect. So an amazing opportunity to, like, me all the time, I'm saying I'm recovering perfectionist. Like, no more. I'll wear one earring instead of two, right? Like, I was doing Instagram posts as we were speaking, and I was not doing it perfect, but I was doing it so that people can enjoy them. So removing perfection. So, like, for yourself, have that compassion to yourself, knowing who you are. If you are a Scorpio, you can get intense. So I get intense. I'm a Scorpio. Too. Sometimes, right? So, like,
I love what you said, because it really helps you have compassion to yourself, even. Yeah. Like, even to understand that, yes, I mean, and I'm going to tell you something really, that because I do it for so many years, I can tell you that when you really know somebody through their chart, you can't judge. You can't. You can't. Even if the person is like really showing a lot of control or a lot of like manipulation, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you see that most of us, what do we operate? Where do we operate from? For the need to be loved, from the need to be safe, from the need to be comfortable, from the right. Like, at the end of the day, I really don't believe that there's anybody, at least that I ever met, and I met thousands of people, that came from a bad place. There's no such a thing. So when you understand a person deeply and you understand the root of their action, you can even heal from that place,
Amazing. And Mikki, you are a Libra?
I am.
And amazing. We got Libra, LLL. Amazing.
Yeah, that's why you do all the beauty things and all the even very related to it. It's Venus, it's beauty, it's aesthetics, and all that. And Julia, I have an offer for people that are watching, but I don't. Are you going to put the email down after, or can we do that? Because I didn't write anything. If people email me, and they email me the code happiness with an I, yeah. They're gonna get a special discount for chart reading. Of course, it's a 1 hour reading that we meet one-on-one, yeah, and just we go and analyze everything. So just email me. I'm going to give you after my email. I guess it's going to be on the, and you can email me directly, and I'll help you with everything that you need to get the discount.
So just to ground people in it, there is an event, Rachel's event, in the event tab in our group. There's an event on the left-hand side. Just tap on the event, go to Rachel's event, and we will post her email address there and the code happiness, right? And I wanted to do one more thing before we say, well, separate from Rachel. Let Rachel go. I want to do one thing. We have a lot of people from all over the world. Guys, do me write the country or a place like Los Angeles, New York, New Jersey, wherever you're from, just drop one text. And also just comment. In the comment, just write one word, as many words as you want to, because we want to know this is a place of conscious life collective. And this is a place of collective consciousness. And we want to be aware of how many people are joining us from different parts of the world. It's very beautiful to know. And people who are joining us it's just our soul food. So we want to know where you are. And one more thing, if you join Conscious Life Collective group, it gives you an entry to win a raffle. We're having a beautiful raffle. Mikki, yes, thank you. Oh my God, we have Jamaica, London, New Jersey, Florida, Jamaica again, New York, Bulgaria, Brooklyn, okay, Italy. All right, this is just gives you, thank you. Gives you the perspective of how people come together and how we have the same alignment and we can generate energy that we can share with people all over the world. Energy of love, protection, and healing. Send it to everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you for doing that. And we should do it a lot. It's amazing.
Israel house, Oakland. Yeah, it's amazing. I don't want to let you go, but I know we're going to go. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you so much.